Glorious news, everyone. The day has finally come. I'm finally on board. I'm finally one of the cool kids. I now have a subreddit. If you want to check it out, it's right here. It's r/SayGoodnightKevin. What else would it be? Perfect. I'll see you guys there. All right, let's get into the review.
Wow, what a great intro that I have.
Isn't it?
You know, every year around February, I try to do a Christian love story of sorts. I found this movie a while back, and I was like, this is perfect. Pitching love, catching faith. This movie is not, as you might initially think,
Another installment in the Catching Faith franchise,
it's got a similar name.
but a completely different set of problems. And I know that's going to be pretty hard to believe, so the only way for you to know what I'm talking about is to show it to you. So,
Let's check out this Christian love baseball movie right now on Say Goodnight Kevin. Let's just jump right into it, shall we? Here we go.
And the movie wastes no time letting you know this is about baseball.
Oh, it's softball. Oh. Well, I won't be throwing any softballs today.
This is Amanda, and the movie doesn't waste any time getting into the action.
You got the right one, baby. Uh-huh.
And what better way to know what's going on than a scene that's
Seeing through the camera, guys.
viewfinder? Interesting.
That better come into play in the storyline, or else that's not going to make any sense.
The end of that scene. Oh, good. I was wondering what the sun was doing right now.
Meanwhile,
We cut over to a different softball game already in progress, where this V-neck wearing Chad is about to hit a grand slam, I'm sure.
this is like a church team.
Be of good cheer, my friends. Victory, victory, victory! Will be ours.
Oh, gosh. Dang, he's huge.
Well, if you think that guy's as hunky as I think he is, just wait. Because out of nowhere comes this other guy who's just completely irresistible, apparently. Not only that, he's just
So amazing at softball. He's super cocky, and he thinks he's got it all figured out.
This is softball, a girly game.
even though I voluntarily showed up to play it just now.
Oh yeah, you're in trouble now.
Are you sure you're up for this?
I think I can handle a little bit of slow pitch softball.
Gee, I wonder what his character flaw is. What is this, a softball team for girls with low self-esteem?
Coming your way, so you better be ready.
Oh, I hope he hits me in the face.
That's if you hit it.
Well, I'll hit it. Don't you worry about that.
I'm having a hard time telling the girls apart.
But if you didn't catch it, this is Amber. We talked
Cocky.
about her in the first scene.
Ready for this one, pretty boy?
Okay, yes, we're all ready. Pitch the ball already.
Whoa, whoa.
Whoa.
Hold on here.
I'm wearing sandals.
Thought this was slow pitch.
I didn't know they were playing slow deliver your line softball.
What's the problem? You afraid of the ball?
Okay. That's how you want to play?
Dude, if this movie is like this the whole time, I'm not going to enjoy it at all, it turns out.
What's the problem?
I wish that I could actually show you how awkward the cuts are in this.
Sometimes when I'm editing these reviews, I fix the pacing of the movie so my review isn't boring.
This movie is very awkwardly edited.
I'm gonna play you just a snippet so you can understand what the pacing's like for this movie throughout the entire movie. Here you go.
Give me your best pitch.
If he's used to playing regular baseball, this should be pretty easy to beat these people.
But just when you thought all hope was lost,
Whoa! Then he hits the ball out of the park
and the new group of people in the dugout are really impressed.
and into Widow McFeely's garden.
And as we've come to expect from Tyler, he takes his unsportsmanlike victory lap.
He's hilarious, though. I bet he's the funniest guy in youth group.
But as Amber sulks off, Tyler has one last douchey thing to do.
How's it going?
It's not. Get out of my way. You're not the main character.
That was a nice pitch. It's right where I like it.
So our cocky guy isn't hitting home runs on all cylinders.
Come on, don't be a bad sport. It's just a game.
Wow, the ADR is great in this.
Hey,
Ew.
don't mess with the bubble. Bet you and I could be a real hit.
Because of baseball!
But she's not having any of that.
If you're thinking about asking me out, forget it. I'm not for sale.
But why not? These are the best pickup lines I've ever heard.
Well, maybe I could lease you then. Well, maybe I could lease you then. Well, maybe I could lease you then.
What?
Later on at Amber's wood panel apartment.
Windex. Boy, I thought that guy in the striped shirt was going to be the main character. Then I thought that cocky guy was going to be the main character. But now I guess this picture is going to be the main character. My underwear. Shouldn't have left it here in the sink.
Who's Heather? Wait, is her name Heather and I've been calling her Amber this whole time? Nobody'll notice. Unless, of course, I bring it up in one of those bits where I pretend people can hear my thoughts. Man, do I make myself look dumb.
Seems like life isn't going her way since she started playing church league softball. But perhaps she'll learn to pitch love. Meanwhile, at Chili's, so Heather apparently just went on a date.
Thank you so much for tonight's set.
And she had a great time.
I had such a good time.
But it seems like Seth isn't so interested because she doesn't believe in what he believes in.
I need someone in my life who believes in what I believe in.
Playing the God card already.
But if we go back and check the tapes, we find the real reason he doesn't like Heather is because she spends the entire date talking about herself and softball.
Softball has just been what I love to do ever since I can remember.
And he's too high to care.
Anyway, look at me rambling on to you.
I could have been playing Gears 5 all night.
We're not going to be seeing each other anymore.
I'm blind. That's what I'm trying to say.
Then the scene lasts an extra unnecessary 30 seconds. Come on, movie. Fortunately, in Heather's apartment, she finds comfort with her imaginary friends.
Wait, is that... Who's who in this? I can't tell. Is that the same girl?
Hey, you okay?
Yeah, I'm fine.
Leave me alone.
Wait, there she is again.
I want a guy to love me for who I am.
Wait, how many girls
I
are
totally
in
know what
this?
I just want to fit in and not feel like I'm someone's project.
But you do fit in.
You're just like the rest of us.
Not all guys are like that.
Easy for you to say.
Yeah, you know, it's tough. Life is tough.
Well, enough of that. Let's find out what Tyler's up to. And I know what you might be thinking.
It's a little early in the movie to be having a montage, but this guy thinks it's pretty great.
Yeah, we get a bunch of shots of Tyler doing some baseball thing, and then this guy being super impressed.
Nice work.
I've been watching you for a long time.
I'm Ron Allen from the Angels Farm Organization. We'll definitely be in touch.
Okay. I'm your man.
Oh, I know.
Is that who I think it is?
Ron Allen from the Angels Farm Association?
Is this gonna be another Angels in the Outfield movie?
You know, funny enough, I found out while I was editing this video that the sequel to this movie comes out this week, and it's called Romance in the Outfield Double Play. What? How does this happen?
Dude, you'll soon be playing in the majors.
Dude, you'll soon be playing in the majors.
Just think of how many video games we could buy.
Well, after this big news, Tyler's definitely got to go tell whoever this girl is.
He just said he was gonna call me soon, and
So that's the roommate?
Well, that's exciting. I hope it works out.
I just wish we hadn't left the microphone in the car.
I'm gonna miss you if you end up leaving, though.
I think this whole movie was all the audio was done afterwards, but not well.
Well, the movie doesn't make this clear, but I'm gonna tell you right now before we go into the scene, so you're not as confused as I was. These two are brother and sister, and she's got a big favor to ask of her big brother.
Can I ask you a favor?
sure, anything for you.
Don't patronize me tonight. So one of my roommates is having a hard time rebounding right now.
Stop right there.
Collaborate and listen.
I don't need any distractions right now. Women are not my focus.
I wouldn't normally ask you to do this for me, but a lot is on the line right now.
This is a lie. There's literally nothing on the line for this character right now.
Not to mention, you're very good with women.
Oh yeah, we saw that firsthand.
That was a nice pitch. It's right where I like it.
And you're available.
Gee, thanks.
Gee, thanks.
But in the movie's effort to reverse what it has already established Tyler's character to be, we get this scene that shows what a nice guy he really is.
Having a rough day, ladies?
Thank you.
Oh my gosh, what's happening?
Oh, it's okay. I got it.
No, I got you covered.
He's my brother.
He's available, but he's not interested in women right now, okay? I'm trying to hook him up with my roommate. This guy is just so irresistible to women. So our amazing hero, who we didn't like, but now I guess we're supposed to like, I don't know.
He shows up at the baseball field where Heather happens to be. We don't get any explanation. We don't know why he's here. All we know is we're about to see how good he really is with women. Here we go.
What's going on?
One of those days, huh?
I can't seem to hit anything.
Can't hit anything.
If this is horrible, I hate to see a good day.
This is a good day.
What? You just said it was horrible. You lied.
All right, time to get weird.
I love batting.
I love bats.
That feel of a bat in your hand when it meets the ball.
You're weird.
Wow, I'm glad they put the crickets in so I don't have to.
Your eyes are
Circular.
beautiful.
You're very good with women.
The bat, please.
Can I show you something?
I've got another bat.
I know how to bat.
Really?
And if you thought this scene couldn't get any more cringe, think again.
He decides to, teach her a thing or two about holding the bat, and it's as creepy as you would think.
This better be good.
I got you. Place your hands right here.
You're very good with women.
I like to hold the bat like this for better leverage. Widen your legs just a little bit more.
Guys, don't do this. Please.
You want to use your waist. That's where the power comes from when you swing.
Get ready for the power, baby.
Close your eyes
Forget that I'm 40 years old.
and visualize.
Visualize the bat
The ball
is,
coming toward-
even bigger. Yeah.
And you swing. Right at that perfect moment.
Yes, that's how baseball works. But instead of being creeped out by this whole ordeal, Heather is into it.
Anyway,
Thanks for the lesson.
Is that a accent I detect there?
or are you happy to see me?
Where are you from?
Florida.
Wow, what a thick Florida
I
accent.
guess I should hide it a little better.
No. You shouldn't.
Keep the y'all. It's your trademark.
It's what separates you from everyone else around here.
If you didn't have a distinct accent, I wouldn't be able to tell you apart from all the other girls around here. But that's when Tyler gets a phone call and Heather gets jealous.
Is that your girlfriend calling?
No.
No, it turns out it's the creepy baseball recruiter who's been watching the whole scenario go down.
Don't worry about it. Observing is what I do for a living.
Oh, we're not.
Loyalty. I like that in a man.
And
But you
he's
make a good
got
item.
quite the ultimatum for Tyler.
If you're able to stay in a relationship and be committed, I think there's a place for you in our organization.
Listen, do you want to be on the farm league or not?
We'll be giving you a call real soon. Don't let me down.
Wait, why were you here? Why did you come here, sir? Wait, is that how creepy I come across? Meanwhile, on Yellow Clothing Day, Heather is hanging out with her shallow roommate.
Like, I could see you two together.
Then we find out a secret about our main guy character.
Has he told you he's never even kissed?
Dun, dun, dun!
We used to date.
Dun, dun, dun!
You're probably thinking the same thing I did. There's no way a guy like that hasn't kissed. Good looking, a jock popular,
40 years old?
that is the truth.
Sure, he may drop nonstop innuendos and dry hump your ass at a baseball field, but, he won't kiss. It's a real pretty woman type situation.
Are you up for a challenge?
We find out this movie is 40-year-old virgin.
Dude, she's not your type.
I can't picture two people who are more perfect for each other. They're both into baseball. They're both athletic. They literally look like the same douchey type of people.
Be careful you don't become another one of his projects.
Don't worry, I won't. Because he's going to become one of mine.
Dun, dun, dun!
Well, anyway, time for another montage, I guess.
And this is our two heroes on their first date. Already.
You know, maybe because he doesn't rush into things, the movie decides to rush into things instead.
So tell me about Heather.
I literally, just now, when he said,
So tell me about Heather.
I was like, wait, is this someone else?
You know that I grew up in Florida, and I would pogo stick around the entire neighborhood. Then my dad put a softball in my hand, and I'd finally found my thing.
and then I kissed a bunch of guys. Have you ever done that?
I was on top of the world after that.
Next time I'll ask for the textbook version. No.
I won't.
It's like when you're on the field. Nothing else matters. It's sublime.
That's my favorite band.
The smell of newly cut grass.
Oh, dude, stop.
The cracking sound of a bat when it meets the ball.
Okay, you said this already.
And the feel of a glove after you've broken
Does
it
this
in.
guy like write baseball romance novels? Wow.
You know, I could be playing professional baseball here pretty soon.
That's cool.
It's unbelievable. It's mind-blowing.
I bet you can't make this shot.
I can make it with my eyes closed.
How about we make things more interesting?
You win, you have to kiss me.
You have to give me a kiss.
I knew it! Wow, what a predictor.
Okay.
Doot, 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 doot. Bonk, bonk. But the kiss has to be on my butt. Ha!
So why a kiss? Not money or...
Fame.
You're not afraid to kiss me, are you?
Jur is afraid to kiss her.
Of course not.
Then chalk up and chap up, pretty boy.
Okay, so at that point, I would probably say, I don't know. I don't think this is the girl for me. She's a little shallow. He didn't even give a counter wager. Dang it. I really didn't want to kiss you.
I guess pool just isn't my game.
Hit or miss. I bet he doesn't kiss ya. That was the worst scene I have ever seen.
Then we cut over to Tyler and his roommate finally playing video games.
Finally, dude.
Finally, dude.
All right, let's go get some ice cream. It's on me.
Sweet.
Yes, ice cream is sweet.
Hey, how did your day with Heather go?
Just be careful with her. My latest intel says that she has some tricks up her sleeve.
She's kind of a...
Dude, you are so humble with women.
I don't know about that, man. Honestly, they're kind of like my gift and my curse.
Surprise.
Hi.
I hope I'm not interrupting anything.
Who's this? Is this Heather?
What can I help you with?
Let's go hot tubbing.
Hot tubbing?
Right now.
What?
Of course.
Wow, this movie has the most awkward scenes.
Go put your suit on.
All right, so now we get this super awkward moment where they're hot tubbing.
This feels so good.
Here's a double standard for you. If you got a problem with this scene, but not this one, you're part of the problem.
You don't look like you're having very much fun.
I just,
More than you know.
what?
What are you thinking about?
Just try to think about baseball.
Pure thoughts.
Pure flicks?
I wouldn't want you to have impure thoughts.
She does want him to have impure thoughts, it seems.
What's your deep, dark secret?
Okay, I'm pausing. I just can't. This is a very strange movie. This topic can be covered. In fact, 40-Year-Old Virgin did it just fine. But the way this is doing it, it's so weird. You've made some sort of commitment that you're like, I'm not gonna, sleep with someone. I'm not gonna give myself to someone until I'm married, till I have a lifelong commitment with them. Good plan. Good idea. Then why are you getting in the hot tub with somebody like this? You're not good or special because you've got some sort of like prudish commitment to not kiss somebody till you're married. And I'm not degrading that, but if you're winking at your buddy like, I just got this way with women. When he came up behind her and was all like, rubbing up against her, I feel like that's a little bit his fault. Not to victim blame too much. I don't think you're better than anybody else. All right, hot tubbing time. Don't worry, nothing happens. I mean, like throughout the whole movie, nothing happens. I'm gay. That's it. That's the deep, dark secret.
It's getting late. I have a busy day tomorrow. I got to get to bed early tonight.
It's 8:45.
Call me tomorrow. We'll do something.
What is there to do without sex and kissing?
Now cut to our heroes hanging out at Steak and Shake. And while we're in the middle of getting some exposition about some things that they forgot to film the first time, the girls approach the table.
Well, 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 well.
You guys have been at the same place.
We decided to just get out of the apartment for some fresh air.
So just when you thought that this movie couldn't get any more awkward,
Cammy starts doing this under the table.
what the? Dude, what? How do you write this down in a script?
Apparently, Tyler has been made uncomfortable by this sexual assault.
Dude, what's your problem? Do you have ants in your pants?
This is really happening in a movie. Oh, man. Oh, man.
Get to the punchline so Tyler can get some beauty rest. Past his bedtime.
Remember?
I know, he needs to go to sleep.
I've got to go, too. I got to sing him a lullaby.
Paul Mooney.
Good night, Tyler.
Night, everyone. I'm sorry.
Gay.
He left his curling iron on.
Wait. Are they supposed to be gay? I'm not trying to be, but that's kind of how it feels, right? Were you doing the play with his penis with your foot under the table trick again? But then the next day, another awkward through the fence scene.
You're hitting well.
By the way, it doesn't relate at all.
What's going on?
Yeah, what is this movie even about?
Well, did I upset you?
Did I upset you?
What was with all that stuff under the table last night?
What are you talking about?
You know what I'm talking about.
The under the table stuff. You were trying to pay your employees in cash so you could avoid
Taxes.
No, I don't.
So it turns out, Tyler thinks that it was actually Heather playing footsie under the table.
I mean, don't you think you were being a little...
Distant?
I was thinking more along the lines of overly...
And this misunderstanding lasts way too long.
I could see why you wouldn't want to talk to me.
Wow, it all makes sense now. Ugh.
I didn't know you and Cammy dated. I can't picture you with her.
You want to see a picture?
I guess that's why it didn't work out.
Because you couldn't picture me with her. It didn't work out.
So we're good?
Yeah, we're good.
Well, good. It all worked out.
Until it doesn't. That's right. Later on, while Tyler is being watched through the fence by that creepy recruiter again,
Dude, this scout has nothing to do.
he gets a call from Amber at the wrong moment.
Hey, what you doing?
I'm just checking up on you, checking up on you, checking up on you.
Run.
Because at that moment, who should appear? That girl whose cans he helped pick up that one time. Remember?
Is that a girl's voice that I'm hearing?
Hey, can I call you right back?
I guess that's a yes.
Yes. What? You know, just as Heather is getting mad at Tyler for having a girl around him when they're not even dating, up comes this hunk of a hero of a man.
Tyler, I gotta go.
This is the scene where somebody comes up to the group.
I brought you a plate of cookies.
Do not accept those.
You did not have to do that. Wow.
I was just wondering, maybe I could take you out to eat tonight.
Well, let me just see if I have something going on.
Let me just see if I got a little something going on or something.
These cookies are delicious, by the way.
Oh, thanks. That girl that was on the phone, was she your girlfriend?
Oh, this poor girl. She's so insecure.
No. It's not like that.
But she will be by the end of the movie, so,
Okay, sounds good.
Really?
No, the girl I was talking to, she's just a friend.
So I guess I can lead you on.
Long time no see.
What are you doing
What
here?
the heck?
Did you forget that we're going out?
Kelsey, I know that we've had this plan for a
You
long
look
time.
really good.
So do you.
No, he doesn't.
I don't think this is gonna work out.
Oh man, we're just getting to know him.
But I'm seeing somebody.
We're just going to eat. Come on, a little support for the troops.
Come on, do it for your country. Come on. All right, well, after that, we head over to Heather's apartment, where we have this interesting conversation.
Thank you for being there for me the other day.
That's what friends are for.
It's amazing how this movie can keep getting more and more awkward.
Is that true your brother has never kissed?
Yeah. Why do you ask?
Yeah, why are you asking questions, Heather?
No reason.
Guys, I know you think this whole thing's weird, but we finally get an explanation as to why he hasn't kissed a girl.
But let me tell you the real reason he hasn't kissed.
I don't think you're going to be able to guess it. It it clears everything up. Don't worry. Here it is.
When we were growing up, Ty and his friends had this club, the kind where no girls are allowed. And they each swore they wouldn't kiss until they found that special girl. Well, all of the other guys had broken their pact, except for Ty.
That's dumb. That's a dumb reason.
Wow.
You heard right, ladies and gentlemen. It turns out the reason Tyler has not kissed a girl is because when he was a kid.
Apparently, he was a little rascal.
Do solemnly swear to be a He-Man and hate women and not play with them or talk to them unless I have to. And especially never fall in love.
That's dumb. That's even worse than this being like a Christian reason. I thought this was going to be like, don't even flirt with sexual misconduct, all right? But now, everything's so strange and confusing to me. I don't even know who I am anymore. Why make a movie about this? So finally, Heather and Tyler go on a date that night.
This is beautiful. You sure know how to win a girl's heart.
You ever dance with the devil in the pale moonlight?
Wow, I'm so intrigued and care so much about these characters.
I have a little surprise for you. Something to remember me by.
Remember you by. Are you going somewhere?
Yeah, I'm killing myself. I made a suicide pact with my friends when I was a kid. We said, if we're not married by the time we're 40, we'll kill ourselves. I'm the only one who hasn't broken that pact.
It's a purity ring.
Fits perfectly.
Awkward.
Actually, I have something for you too. Will you close your eyes for just 1 minute?
1 minute? That's a long time.
Please just close them. It's not like I'm gonna do anything.
So, like, she puts on lipstick and she acts like she's gonna go kiss him. But the powers of the purity ring stop it from happening.
Is that what lipstick is for? For kissing?
So instead, she blots on this napkin and puts it on his cheek.
Something to remember me by.
That's the dumbest gift I've ever gotten. I wanted an Xbox.
But when Tyler gets home, his roommate is like, whoa, you got lipstick. Did she kiss you or something?
It was a joke.
Oh, that's funny.
That's hilarious.
Pray ye not that ye enter into temptation, my friend.
It is Christian.
I could tell you things that...
But those are just people's opinions of her, man.
All right. Facts don't care about feelings, all right?
Dude. Love has blinded you.
Look, the things I've heard about her, let's just say, she's a softball player. I'll leave it at that.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, let's not forget tonight's the night that the two of them are going out on their dates with the other people. Yeah, that's right.
Whew. The timing in this is a little weird.
Why don't you go up to my apartment?
What? I forgot about this.
And I'll meet you there in a minute.
Don't be long. I was waiting.
Well, hey, I had a really good time tonight, so thank you.
You think that she's going to get mad at him going out on this date with this girl, which he shouldn't have done because that's rude for him to lead that poor girl on. But then, if you thought things couldn't get any weirder, they do get weirder.
Aww. I want to be a part of the group hug.
What?
Okay, wait, is this your girlfriend?
I'm Heather.
This is my sister.
He didn't tell you?
Wait, your sister?
I thought you were...
I was on a
you guys
date.
don't look anything
I
alike.
could not stand him.
What?
So that went well.
I'm your sister?
Well, the fact that she met my sister the other day.
But you weren't lying. I am your sister.
In Christ.
I'm Sister Heather, and your brother Tyler. How are you, brother Tyler?
Who was that guy you were with?
Do I sense some jealousy?
Are you jealous of your sister? Weird kind of video.
Just this guy that I used to date a long time ago.
Somebody that I used to know. And in a brief moment of humanity, Tyler wonders if maybe he hurt Susan's feelings.
I think I hurt Susan's feelings.
But that doesn't last long.
I'm sure she'll get over it.
Girls like her are used to being hurt.
You're really worried about it. I bet you could go back there and kiss her.
As if.
Since we're on the subject of kissing, why haven't you kissed me? Am I not attractive to you?
No.
You're not.
It's...
my suicide pact I made with my friends. There's a Foley artist coming our way.
Tyler.
Was that him? I was waiting for you.
I had the whipped cream on and everything.
I can't.
I just can't.
What's wrong? What happened to you a couple of weeks ago, this wouldn't have been a problem.
Yeah, you were a total slut back then. What happened, man? You've changed.
I'm just not that girl anymore.
Wow. This guy's really affected you. Well, I get.
But Tyler just can't stand that she hugged this guy.
And he gets pissed off again because this is their relationship, apparently.
Tyler.
Tyler, wait. Tyler, why? When did you get that motorcycle, Tyler? When?
Well, later in the desert, Heather's trying to call Tyler because they're mad at each other again.
Jeez, I think you dodged a bullet, Heather. I mean, a guy this old who still drinks out of the jug?
I mean, he won't kiss a girl, but he'll round third base with that Sunny D. So now we have to deal with them being mad at each other again. Fortunately, Tyler's sister shows up while he's swimming naked in the pool to set everything straight.
You don't even know what's going on.
I do know what's going on.
I should have never even gotten involved with her, and then none of this would have even happened.
What wouldn't have happened? I do know what's going on.
Women are not my focus right now.
All right, I like guys, I swear.
But the roommate is spying on them over there.
I just hope that you don't end up breaking her heart.
Don't go breaking her heart.
It would have been better if you just not dated her at all.
Yeah, that's what Tyler just said.
I should have never even gotten involved with her.
So does Tyler live in the same apartment complex as them? And if so, how did he not know Heather before this? Especially since we saw them playing baseball together. There's a lot of missed connections here that is very confusing.
What would Jesus do?
What would Jesus do? Walking in my shoes.
Look.
Do you want to build a snowman, Tyler? So Tyler's talk with his sister really changes his mind. He decides to really start leaning into this whole being a creeper to Heather, kicking it off with knocking on her window instead of her door, which leads them to have this heart-to-heart conversation in a children's playground.
Kelsey and I go way back. I'm not interested in him anymore.
They just didn't think a lot through with this movie.
And what about your girlfriend?
I didn't ask her out. It was a plate of cookies.
It's hard to believe you haven't kissed anyone.
I know you're wondering why I haven't kissed anyone.
Oh, do you know that, Tyler? Wow, you're like a regular Sherlock Holmes.
I know you're wondering why I haven't kissed anyone.
Oh, I thought it was just girls you hadn't kissed. So he opens his heart up to her and tells her
what we already know.
He goes way back to a pact I made with my friends a long time ago. The real reason I haven't kissed anyone is my mom taught me to save it for someone special.
That's really cool.
Oops, she accidentally said cool instead of lame.
Girls want a guy that's a good kisser, not one that hasn't.
You're right.
But we've got lots of time to practice.
I bet you tell girls that all the time so they'll want to kiss you.
Why has it worked on you?
What are you gonna do about it?
Here we go. Sha-la-la-la-la-la, kiss the girl.
You really are a nerd.
Yeah, he is.
So she steals his hat and they chase each other around.
Don't do it.
Heather, don't run around in flip-flops. Look, it's okay to do this.
Just so long as you don't kiss. Just then, the sprinklers turn on. No!
But the water turns them into giraffe statues, forever longing to kiss each other.
So finally, these two get along again. Good again.
What?
Dude, don't grab her like that. That's wrong.
So we get a montage of them getting along.
Where did it come from?
There's literally no guitar in the wide shot they show earlier. This song, man.
I have a little bit of a hard time caring about these two people.
Ever since they made fun of Susan.
I'm sure she'll get over it.
Well, as the montage comes to a close, tennis.
So, loser, when do I get to beat your butt again? I like beating you.
Good, because I like beating women too.
You know, it's been really refreshing and fun to date you. I know that sounds really weird.
Yeah.
I'm not really used to guys treating me well. I like it though.
Wow, profound.
Well, I guess it's just who I am. As a kid, I always admire the way.
Okay, what? No. We don't need another story about when you were a kid.
I've always had a problem with guys that use girls for their own selfish reasons.
You mean like that time you went out with that girl just for cookies?
I'm sure she'll get over it.
I never want to hurt you.
Well, your values are definitely different than most guys.
No.
I admire that.
No, that is not true. I will not stand, but you know what? Forget it.
That's not all you admire, though, right?
Maybe.
But you knew this getting along thing wouldn't last forever. Along comes Kelsey.
I just wanted to apologize about the other night. Heather, I miss what we used to have.
All the sex and stuff.
Is this the guy you're trying to corrupt?
Dude, are they gonna do it again? Are they gonna, like...
Well, I guess I was wrong about you.
No! Jeez.
Tyler,
Hey,
you weren't...
let him go. He's not your type.
I'm pausing it. All right. In this type of situation, you are not a good guy if you just walk away. She just said,
I like dating you. You're not like most guys. Most guys don't treat me well.
and then this guy who clearly hasn't treated her well comes along, and then you just like,
Oh, guess I was wrong about you. You are a whore.
and you leave her with a guy who could potentially be dangerous to her? She's saying, no, please, don't leave me with him. Trust her. You've got the muscles. You should probably stick around and protect her if she needs it. That's what a good guy would do. Tyler's a bad person. Maybe he is better off with that other girl. Or maybe not. You know what? That other girl is too good for him. And she needs to learn that too. Yeah. Whew. Got a lot of things to say about this whole situation. Thank you. Thank you for watching Kevin Fixes Every Relationship. Meanwhile, in Colorado Springs, Colorado, 80995.
Any of my phone calls, I messed up big time.
No, you didn't. You didn't do anything wrong. Don't let Tyler manipulate you.
I dated your brother for the wrong reasons. I have to tell you something.
The moment that I've been waiting for. The only moment that I've actually cared about in this whole movie. Here we go.
Dated him just so I could get a kiss.
Oh my gosh. Dun, dun, dun!
My competitive side just came out and it just completely took over.
Why?
Okay.
Okay. Yeah, good. Good response. Who cares? Like, is that why you kept dating him? Or was it just at first? Because a lot of people start dating people for the wrong reasons. I think that's kind of why maybe God made us to where we're attracted to people physically. As you get to know them, you learn deeper things. Maybe that's why you're not supposed to get too serious too quick because, you know, it's just something that I think. I know plenty of couples like that. Man, my competitive side was just so intrigued by this guy who had never kissed somebody. But now that I've gotten to know him, I actually really care about him and who he is. That's literally every story of every chick flick. Now that we've learned Heather's deep, dark secret that she started dating Tyler for the wrong reasons, we get Tyler's roommate who comes completely out of left field. Literally, turns out he also has a deep, dark secret that you probably wouldn't have guessed.
I thought I'd find you here.
This is where everybody finds people at random.
Look, I know right now probably isn't the best time, but there's something I've been meaning to talk to you about.
I'm attracted to you.
It's not something I'm proud of. Really, it's something I have a hard time talking about.
I became your roommate just to get a kiss.
When I was a freshman, I went to a party, and I guess I got so wasted.
Dude, what?
Well, Heather was at this party.
What?
The next morning, I woke up, and I was in bed next to her.
Oh my gosh. He had sex with Heather?
It was awful.
Wow, now I'm having like a Sixth Sense moment where I'm thinking back and trying to figure out, wait, did this make sense from the beginning of the movie? I think my answer is no. No, it didn't.
You're a good guy, man.
Look, I've kissed plenty of girls when I was drunk. I mean, I wasn't counting those.
Do not let this get to you.
Do not let them put you in jail for this.
My mom, she would always tell me that life is not a do's and don'ts checklist.
Dudes and don'ts.
The only way to be a good person
Is to kill yourself.
is to love everyone,
Pitch love. This is so moving.
but to do unto others as you would have done unto you.
Dude unto others as you would have them do.
I know you're having a hard time with this, man.
Look, I've been thinking about this for the past 30 seconds.
So move on and forgive yourself.
Dude, you gotta forgive yourself for the thing that you did to her. Maybe you need to, like, ask her for forgiveness, maybe.
All right, we know how this broken record works. The roommate comes to Heather and says something nasty.
You know he's only dating you to get you to join his church. And he was dating you for the baseball recruiter.
He was using you to get to the baseball recruiter.
And then Tyler's sister shows up and convinces him that he needs to forgive Heather for some reason.
I think you're making a big mistake by turning your back on her.
I'm going to play baseball, okay? There's nothing stopping me from doing that. Nothing at all.
I bet there is something stopping him from doing that. Is that how it works? If you join a farm league, you have to choose between baseball and girls?
I think you know who that is.
Who cares?
And that's when Amber shows up at Tyler's apartment.
What?
What are you planning on seducing me?
Mrs. Robinson?
Look, I know you're upset about Kelsey. I get it.
Look, how can I even trust you?
Please just be a good sport.
I mean, I like sports. By the way, what happened to your accent?
Please.
If you're able to stay in a relationship and be committed, I think there's a place for you in our organization.
And come this Saturday, we'll all be rooting for you.
So Heather kidnaps Tyler and takes him to a cabin in the woods. I'm not kidding, that's what happens.
But she's got a little trick up her sleeve.
Patience is a virtue.
Wait a minute, she changed clothes in the car?
Are you peeking?
No.
I'm just peeing.
Wow.
Wow!
Do you mind if we turn on some lights in here? It's kind of dark.
I feel like the lighting guy really messed up on this scene.
Can we bless it, too?
Why did it sneeze?
This isn't church.
Well, they really gave us the old bait and switch, the old bat and switch with the Christian stuff here.
Why don't we just cut to the chase?
Why don't we just cut to the cheese?
You're probably wondering why I brought you up here.
To murder you.
Why was I your little missionary project?
What?
But why would I be trying to convert you?
So you could brag to all of your church friends about how great you are?
Are you being serious right now?
That's the dumbest plot twist I've ever heard.
And that's not how I work.
How do you work then?
I don't, okay? I don't work.
You just, what, you church now? Is that all you want is church?
That's never been brought up. Never seen him go to church. We've never seen him with church friends. The weird thing is we already have a reason, which she literally brings up next, for her to be mad at him.
Cammy told me about the baseball recruiter.
So why have the missionary dating thing? It doesn't make any sense. Like, this is the most ham-fisted way to bring in Christian stuff into a movie.
Cammy told me about the baseball recruiter.
Okay, now that was true. I am in love with the baseball recruiter.
I'm leaving after tomorrow.
After today.
And you know what? Why were you dating me? So you could just go tell all your friends that you finally...
And were you planning on telling me that you were leaving?
What? What was that? I didn't edit that. He just starts saying a thing and then it fades
go
out.
tell all your friends that you finally...
And were you planning on telling me that you were leaving?
It is so sad that you believe Cammy over me.
You used me to launch your baseball.
You mean kind of like you used Brandon, right?
What?
It was at this point Kevin began to lose his mind.
I bet you're wondering, because I am, why? Just why? Why is any of this happening? This is not healthy for them to constantly be like,
I'm done with you and getting back together.
So of course they're going to get back together.
I don't know where you're getting your story, but we didn't do anything.
These two really need to stop believing they're friends.
Yeah, I was plastered and I lost control.
I mean, yeah, we had sex, but like nothing else happened.
But nothing happened between us.
I don't know what to think about you anymore.
You two really are made for each other.
And somewhere in the mix of all of this, I really fell in love with you.
It's amazing how movies keep finding new ways to be bad. I don't think I've ever seen a movie that's bad in the way that this movie is bad. And believe me, this movie is bad.
Tyler, I need you to be honest with me. Do you feel the same way about me?
Did you ever really care about me, or did you just care about the baseball and the church
And the pact you made when you were in the
buttercream gang?
No.
Dang. Even though we know that eventually they will get together, we got to go through even more time
of them not getting along. Great. And all of that goes on for an exhausting amount of time, and I'm skipping over all of it. It's too much. It's too much. Let's skip to, I don't know, Cammy getting her comeuppance, kind of.
You lied to her about Tyler's plot to convert her.
So I exaggerated a few things.
How did she know about that? Ooh, this movie doesn't have any, make any sense. None of it.
Tyler. I'm so sorry. I was never out to corrupt you.
You know what I could use right now? A montage of flashbacks of what happened in the movie so far. Yes, you're welcome.
Well, my tongue's tied in a knot.
Remember all these times in this movie? Remember that time he was like real rapey and taught her how to play baseball? Remember this weird scene?
Perhaps this is a cautionary tale. I would say that whether it intends to be or not, if you're in a relationship like this, like any aspect of this, get out. Get out now. Go play baseball. See, she's pitching love and he's catching... Wait. He's pitching love and she's catching faith. I don't know who's pitching and who's catching in this situation.
Okay, I can't take it anymore. You guys know how it ends. He ends up going and meeting her at the baseball field, and what do? Of course, the payoff we've all been looking for.
This
they kiss. Wow, amazing.
And then credits roll. Wow. Wow. I think it's amazing, I guess, that the things that bother me about this movie, the weird things about this movie is it's vague. Like, what's the point? What are you saying? It's not preachy, but it's not coherent either. It's vague. And it's so vague, you don't even know what they're trying to say. What are you trying to say? I'm confused. Shouldn't, it's hard to explain. Maybe I've just seen so many bad movies. Here's what I didn't like about this movie. I feel like there's a lot of stuff either that was cut out or it just wasn't planned out well. They got into editing and they were like, oh. A lot of the stuff that might be interesting, and this happens a lot with the football movies and does the same thing here with the baseball, like all of that is set aside. You would think they would be able to zoom out and say, oh, now that we're editing, we realize that doesn't make any sense. We got to go back and fix this.
It all boils down to a lack of understanding of how to establish and navigate conflict. Like, you have them not getting along at the beginning, which is great. That's how it should be. All of these stories go this way. And then you have to establish a catalyst that forces them to have to hang out with each other, despite the fact that they don't like each other, which you kind of have in this movie, where you've got the recruiter who comes along. It should be more like the recruiter is like, misunderstands and thinks they're together, and they don't like each other. Instead, they do like each other because you kind of resolve that conflict almost immediately. The entire movie spends all of this time chasing after conflict. Over and over again, we end up with them fighting and not getting along, and then they got to get back together. Then them fighting, not getting along, and getting back together. It's tedious and redundant and exhausting for the viewer because we're just seeing the same thing happen over and over again. And if we wanted to see two people not getting along all the time, we'd go hang out with our parents.
It's not a relationship that you want to happen, but it's a relationship that I think we've all seen. And so the whole time you're like, boy, these two people don't need to be together at all. But the movie doesn't realize that. If the pattern that we've seen happen 5 times happens again, they're going to like get into some fight. She's going to see some guy walk by and he's going to be like, you know what? Forget it. It's over. There's no hope. It feels like they kind of shoehorned in this idea that, oh, you shouldn't try to missionary date. You know, at the end, he's like, you know what? I don't care what your beliefs are. I love you and we can work things out. But they brought up the missionary dating thing and she was mad at that. He said he wasn't trying to do that. It's hard to keep track. I'll give this movie a 0 out of 0. This movie was bad in ways that I have not seen a movie be that bad. Don't watch it. All right, thanks for watching.
Had a great reputation, but I ruined it. Homeschooled and I'm outgrew the fit. Might be just a Carolina kid, but I gotta throw it. Not a farmer, I ain't shoveling nobody's bullshit.
Hey guys, thank you so much for watching this review. I just want to give a big shout out to people on Patreon. We just had an awesome live stream. Got to talk to several of you newcomers who got the cup. If you want one of these, just pledge $10 or more on Patreon and you'll get this. Also, at the beginning of the month, I do those live streams. It's a lot of fun. Some of those people who do pledge happen to be
the Voicey Here YouTube channel, Jacob and Emily Rugrock, Amanda Stewart, Isa Kabir, and Culture Shock on Webtoon.
Those people are awesome. It's cool. Thank you so much, guys. I'll talk to you all later. Good night.
Wow, this guy has really affected you.